Welcome back, guys. Karibuni sana. Welcome. How's the weekend going so far? Tell me about it. Let's go. So today there's not much news going on, so we're just gonna look around the internet, tembe mtandao, tuone what's up. But in the meantime, before we get started, guys, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button once. Two, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Ni free, by the way, guys. So go ahead and do that right now before we get started. How's the weekend going? Give me a second, guys, first. I'm gonna be right back, alright? I gotta turn off the AC. I'm there. I gotta turn off the AC. Anyway, guys, so like I said earlier, after you guys subscribe, let's get started. There's not much going on in the news, so we're just gonna see what's up. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. So first and foremost, before we get started, as you guys may have known, Speed was in Kenya a couple days ago, and a lot of celebrities and people in general just had a lot of shit to say about it, including Omanyala, who was one of the people a lot of us assumed was gonna be involved in the Speed situation. Who was at least gonna, if not meet him, at least race with him. So he ended up speaking on that, on why he wasn't a part of it. And here's what he said. Here we go. And so what he said, Andrew Kibe had a reply. So we're gonna simultaneously look at both of them. His comment on why he didn't partake in the Speed situation and what Kibe said. So let's go ahead and do it. In the meantime, make sure I'm sub. You might hate about it. Hey, you niggas, man. Yeah, let's go. Let's check it out.
I'm not an influencer, man. I do this for money, and I have big companies, Adidas, Toyota. These guys are paying me because of branding.
What are you saying? What are you? If you just think about what you're saying, and yeah, I doubt that.
Keep this nigga keep it just has the funniest commentary, bro, and everything. Just anything he says sounds comical.
That's not a good idea because I do this for money. You've not understood this game of the internet or what? Do you know how much money there is on the internet? Do you know how much money that small boy, iShowSpeed, at the age of 20 is making? Do you know why people are going crazy around him? Omanyala. Do you know why people are going crazy around him? Because they want to be in front of 48 million people who are his followers. They don't really care about speed. No, speed is the product that brings 48 million viewers. I want to be in that place where speed is. That's what I want. That's what these people are thinking. Because it's all about numbers. It's all about numbers. If for example, you beat him by such a big margin, there would have been a guy somewhere in Ineos says, hey, what if we put some real money behind this Luya fellow? Now here he is talking. Umeroroa, bro, umechoma. That was some bullshit. Never just, tafadhali, don't be emotional. Be magnanimous. Sound like a fucking bitch. Our whips! Yeah, feel yes. Yeah.
Damn, even I thought Manyala Pata weeps, bro. Holy. But what are you guys' thoughts? Did he make sense, or did that go over you guys' heads? Because in my opinion, if there was one person in Kenya that like can relate to Speed's position or the power or like his power or his influence would be Kiefer. So I don't know. What are you guys' opinion on that? Did he make sense? Did he not make sense? In my opinion, the nigga made 100%. Nigga, fuck 100. The nigga made 1,000% sense. I don't think Omanyala understands the power of like I show speed and the power of influence and the amount of influence this nigga has. So to him, he just he wanted money, but didn't understand the magnitude of influence that this nigga Speed brings to the table that he could have definitely utilized or capitalized on. But hey, everyone's different. Everyone sees shit from the position they're in, from the point of view they're in, from their experience and everything. So I guess he's not experienced enough to, understand what's right in front of his face. So we all learn at one we all learn in our own time and space, and along this journey, so to speak. But yeah, that was the commentary. Let's go ahead and check out one more thing, chat. I wanted to show you guys before we check out Kai Sinat. We're gonna go international, guys. I want you guys to be cultured. I want you guys to know what's going on around the world. I want you niggas to be worldly as far as just knowing what's going on around the world. So we're gonna cover a multitude of things in this channel. This is a worldly channel. This is we're international, baby. We not these local niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? We not these local ass niggas, man. We international. We know what's going on around the world. So with that being said, guys, there's one thing I wanted to show you guys. So if you guys if there's anyone in the chat that's aspiring to be a musician, to be an entertainer, the entertainment business or world has a lot of shenanigans, and one of them is the record labels and how they set up their deals, which are essentially some type of, if you understand banking or finance, it's some type of loan sharking that essentially keeps you in the contract or enslaved or indebted indebted into the company, which is technically enslaved. But most artists aren't aware of this until it's too late. So we have a clip of a former artist turned entrepreneur briefly talking about that. So we're going to check that out. What the fuck is going on? If I find it. So if you guys know Bun B, very popular OG musician from the United States that currently runs a restaurant called Trail Burgers. And there's a clip floating around the internet of him on an interview talking about the record label and how its system and like record deals are set to entrap artists. So let's go ahead and check it out and then make up our own analysis as we go, okay? Here we go.
Plans from a realistic aspect. If this album sells this, based on what we took, based on the percentages, what would we make? If this album sold that, and we realized there was no equation where we recouped, because the more, in order for us to
Not at all, because it's set up to entrap you.
make more money, the record company will have to invest more money.
Right.
So if you have a hit record and a video blows up, then they're going to put more into you because you're going to be in demand more. So the more you're in demand, the more the record company has to spend. I don't think people realize when you see like an award show, your record company pays for that. Like the Grammys doesn't pay for your performance. Your record company pays for a performance. So American Music Awards, all that. So the more popular you are, the more you're in demand and you have to be at these places, your record company is dumping more and more of your money into accounts receivable kind of thing. Like you owe us money right now. So it's a double-edged sword. If you don't make any money, it's hard to recoup. If you make a lot of money, it becomes even more harder to recoup. So let's walk people. I'm gonna set up a scenario, and we're gonna walk people through entertainment or just pretty much accounting, right? So let's say I'm a brand new artist. I'm a popular artist. Record company wants to sign me. So a record company is going to advance me. Let's say we'll keep it small and easy so people can keep it. Let's say they're going to advance $500,000. Now, $150,000 of that is going to come to me personally. Okay. The rest of it is going to be spent on marketing, promotions, music videos, tour costs, and all of that stuff, right? So I've signed a record deal. It's for 10%, right? I've got a $500,000 advance. Let's say, keep the numbers even, my record sells 500,000 copies. I go gold. The records sell to a wholesaler for $5 a copy, right? I'm just throwing easily accessible numbers out. So the record has now generated $2.5 million. So I'm like, great, I'm going to start getting money. It doesn't work like that because you signed that 10%. So you're only afforded 10% of the money that's been made. So now, instead of you've made more money, actually,
Damn, chat. I did not even know that. That is crazy. Holy shit, that's
you
crazy
owe
work.
us money because your 10% only adds up to $250,000.
They're essentially pimping you up. Bruh. What the
That's what that 10% means.
Yes. So actually, you still owe us $250,000
Because they loaned you the final.
Right? Exactly.
And that's a big misconception. The advance money.
Yeah, no,
right?
it's loan. It's loan sharking. It literally is. And so what the record company will tell you, so we can't pay you anything off what your first album generated, but we can give you an advance off of your second album. So, and it goes up. So we'll give you $750 for the second album. Okay. Now you're automatically in $1 million worth of debt. Let's start looking at these plans from a realistic aspect. If this album sells this, based on what we took, based on the percentages, what will we make? If this album sold that, and we realized there was no equation where we recouped, because in order for us to make more money, the record company will have to invest more money. Right. So if you have a hit record and a video blows up, then they're going to put more into you because you're going to be in demand more. So the more you're in demand, the more the record company has to spend. I don't think people realize when you see like an award show, your record company pays for that. Like the Grammys doesn't pay for your performance. Your record company pays for a performance. So even American Music Awards.
Even that? That's kind of crazy. I didn't know all this.
All that. So the more popular.
I'm not an artist, by the way, so like there's no reason I should know all this, but it is still crazy.
You are. The more you're in demand and you have to be at these places, your record company is dumping more and more of your money. It's
essentially keeping you entrapped. God damn. So, guys, if you guys haven't, just to simplify what he said, essentially these record labels keep you in a cycle of entrapment by putting more money into you as the entity, as the star, as the artist. So that money that the money that the record label spends to make your music video, that's coming out of your cut of that 10% that's being made off of you. The money that's being spent for you to record that music in the studio, like the studio sessions, that's coming out of your pockets from the 10% that you make from your record sales. Essentially, what he said is the bigger you get, depending on your record deal, the more entrapped you are, or the more you in the hole you go as far as like the money you'll end up owing to the record label. Essentially keeping you entrapped to them because they had to recoup their initial investment that is ever growing. So that's pretty insane. You know, and because there's so many aspiring artists out there that end up being disappointed and being used and being, like their dreams dying because of the system that these record labels operate under. So hopefully changes in the future. It's slowly changing. More and more artists are realizing this and trying to be independent, which is also another war and another battle that, if that's the route you decide to take as an artist, it's not going to be easy to be independent and still be popping, still be that guy, still be popping and be in the billboards and be a star. It's going to be hard without the machine that is the record label. So that's something new we learned today, right, guys? Right, chat? That's certainly something new I learned. So, yeah, that's that. Let's move on to the next segment. Guys, we're still international. We're still talking about shit going on around the world. And there is something that I saw earlier while perusing the internets. Mtandao, huku town, huku, And what I saw was Kai Cenat. He put out a video. If you're not aware of what's going on, and he's been going through some phases or like a shift, or some say even a rebrand. And while doing that, he's been documenting the whole process, which we're gonna go ahead and check out. So let's get into that.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a full
I feel like sometimes people need to self-reflect and take a step back from the broad
Very cinematic, chat. Very cinematic. Let's go. Kai Cenat, guys.
perspective of what their life has been. I believe that there is more to this world that is much greater than myself. The energy and passion to want to do more and create is within me. That is why I quit. I quit thinking in my head of the goals I want to achieve and not pursuing them because I'm primarily known.
Bro, I can't. Loki, I can't even play this. It has music, bro. What the fuck? Guys, we're gonna have to play without the music, bro. What the fuck, bro? It's
In the
mad
19th
cinematic
century,
though,
Louis
but like,
Vuitton
we're
was
just
born
gonna.
and raised in Anchai, France, to a farmer and hat maker. Starting from a young age, Louis had no choice but to work on the family farm. From dusk to dawn, he planted and harvested crops, raised the animals, and stockpiled firewood. This is the story of how a homeless teenager pioneered modern luggage and laid the foundation for a billion-dollar empire.
Alicio!
Of what we were deciding about this.
Oh shit.
This bag, yeah?
Yeah. This is cool.
Ooh.
Oh. Currently, we are in Italy, where I've been for the past like 2 weeks, I'll probably say. Cause I feel like if I present my own brand with my own stuff, people will find ways to be like, yo, you missed here, you missed there. Cause often when you meet the person that got their brand, you can pick out you'll be like, since it's on the come up, you'll be like, it's cool, but you missed here and here. But once it's Louis Balenci, you feel like that's the official. You can't tell anything about it. Oh shit. Let me see. Let me try.
Bro, it's stuff, eh?
There's so much production in these videos that I don't even know if I should play them, chat. So, chat, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through the whole video myself and then figure out like how I want to do it. Then I'll do a video after, okay, guys? Because I'm not sure if I can keep playing this. There's too much like extra. There's too much production. There's music and there's sounds and shit, and like YouTube is very particular about that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna watch it without you without you guys, and then come back later and then review it together. So that way I can like figure out what's in there, because I haven't seen the video yet, and I don't want to play it on here just to find out that the entire thing had copyright shit in it. So I'm gonna end it for now. Love you guys. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves. You know, if you watched it too, you're the real GOAT. Might as well sub. Might as well like the video. Come on now. See y'all later, losers. Bye.